Imagine this, a loving father goes on holiday, a chance to relax, to soak up the sun. He never comes home. This is the devastating reality for the family of John George. John, a 37-year-old from Belfast, vanished in Cabo Roig, Spain in December 2024. His disappearance sparked a frantic search, a battle for answers and a heart-wrenching fight for justice. But it also exposed a police investigation riddled with questions. Questions the George family are determined to have answered. This isn't just another missing persons case. This is about a family torn apart, let down by the system, forced to become detectives themselves. Their relentless pursuit of the truth is both inspiring and a stark reminder of the human cost of justice delayed. This is their story. John George was looking forward to his Spanish holiday. He arrived in Alicante on the 10th of December 2024, ready for some winter sun. He kept in regular contact with his family back home, sharing photos, making plans for their reunion. Then everything changed. On the 14th of December, John made a distressing phone call home. His voice was filled with fear. Something was wrong. He was due to drive to Benidorm that day, but never arrived. That was the last time his family heard from him. Days turned into agonizing silence. John missed his flight home on the 18th of December. The family's worst fears were confirmed. Something terrible had happened. John wouldn't just disappear. He was a devoted father of two. He would never willingly leave his children. The family reported him missing to the Spanish authorities, their hearts heavy with dread. They knew, deep down, that this wasn't a simple missing persons case. This was something far more sinister. The George family's hope for a swift, thorough investigation was quickly dashed. The Spanish police response was slow, lacking urgency, dismissive even. John's loved ones were met with indifference. Their concerns brushed aside. The family felt helpless, but they refused to be ignored. They refused to let John be forgotten. They decided to take matters into their own hands. John's father, Billy, sister Courtney, and brother Darren, along with other relatives, flew to Spain. They organized their own search parties. Dozens of supporters from their community in Belfast joined them. They scoured the areas where John was last seen. Alicante, Cabo Roig, Torrevieja. They distributed flyers with John's picture, desperate for any information. They contacted the media, determined to keep John's case in the public eye. They even flew in a specialist K9 unit from Northern Ireland. Their efforts were tireless, fueled by love and a burning need for justice. For weeks, the family clung to hope that John would be found safe. But on the 7th of January 2025, their worst fears were realized. The Guardia Civil discovered a body in a lemon grove in Royales, Alicante, hidden amongst the trees. The body was in an advanced state of decomposition, but yet the family's worst fears were confirmed. It was John. The autopsy revealed the horrific truth. John hadn't simply disappeared. He had been brutally murdered, stabbed in the legs and shot. A targeted attack. The news sent shockwaves through the family and their community. Their grief was compounded by anger. Someone had taken John from them. Someone knew what happened. The family demanded answers. They requested a second autopsy, determined to uncover the full extent of John's suffering. Their fight for justice was far from over. The investigation, now a murder inquiry, finally seemed to gain momentum. On the same day John's body was found, a 32-year-old Czech national was arrested, deemed an accomplice to the crime. His testimony proved crucial, leading investigators to the lemon grove. He was later released on bail, but the investigation continued. The George family, while cautiously optimistic, knew this was just the beginning. Then, a significant breakthrough. On the 25th of April 2025, Jonathan "Johnny" Allen Smith, a 26-year-old from County Antrim, was arrested in Braga, Portugal. Smith, an acquaintance of John, had fled Spain after the murder. He had been staying in an Airbnb with his girlfriend, using his own passport, seemingly unconcerned about being caught. He even tried to mislead authorities with online photos, suggesting he was in the Middle East. But his attempts to evade justice were in vain. Smith was extradited to Spain to face charges for John's murder. The family had their prime suspect. The arrest of Jonathan Smith was a significant victory for the George family, but their fight is far from over. They are determined to see John's killer brought to justice. They are relentless in their pursuit of the truth. Their strength and resilience in the face of unimaginable loss is truly inspiring. The family has become a pillar of strength for their community. They have channeled their grief into action, setting up a Facebook group, Justice for John George, to share updates on the case, garner support, and keep John's memory alive. The group has grown rapidly, with people from all walks of life offering their condolences, sharing information, and joining the family's call for justice. John George's story is a tragic reminder that justice is not always served easily. It is a testament to the unwavering love and determination of a family fighting for their loved one. The George family's pursuit of justice is far from over. Jonathan Smith awaits trial, and the family is determined to see him held accountable for John's murder. They need your support. Please join the Justice for John George Facebook group today. Stay updated on the case, share John's story, and show your support for the George family. Together we can help them get the justice they deserve. Together we can ensure that John's memory lives on. Justice for John is justice for all.